Morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone. Maybe class ready होती ना? Okay. Yes. Happy New Year to you all.
Happy New Year, ma'am.
Happy New Year, ma'am.
Are you listening?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, Happy New Year.
Today's I'm taking new chapter, and it is respiratory system. We have completed the digestive system, and now taking respiratory system. I will give you the answer on Moodle app of lesson 4. Respiratory system. What do you mean by respiratory? Respiration? Respiratory system. In this, there is a process of breakdown of food. It means breakdown of glucose, digested food, into to release energy needed for various function of the bodies. It is known as respiration. Yes, every organism needs energy to carry out various activities. We all need energy to do all our work. How this energy comes from, and this is comes from the food we get, and it is digested in the form of glucose, and now glucose break down into carbon dioxide and water and release loads of energy. These energy required by the body to carry out the different function of our daily routine. There are two types of respiration. One is aerobic, another is anaerobic. Aerobic means in the presence of oxygen. The respiration takes place in the presence of oxygen. And another is anaerobic respiration. It takes place in absence of oxygen. This is. In this aerobic respiration, a complete breakdown of food takes place and form carbon dioxide and water to release energy. But in case of anaerobic respiration, due to this, because there is an absence of oxygen, it releases less amount of energy, and the end product is carbon dioxide and ethyl alcohol. An incomplete breakdown of food. There is a difference between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. See, glucose plus O2. Complete breakdown in the presence of enzyme. And it change into carbon dioxide and water plus energy. This is the equation for the aerobic respiration. And the next is anaerobic. Glucose. It is an incomplete breakdown of glucose. Here is complete breakdown of glucose. Absence of oxygen and presence of enzyme. Change into CO2 and ethyl alcohol, C2H5OH, and energy. This is the equation for the anaerobic respiration. Respiration occurs in the absence of oxygen. This type of respiration are found in yeast and bacteria. Incomplete breakdown of food into ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide with the release of energy in the absence of oxygen is called anaerobic respiration. In this process, a small amount of energy is produced. But in aerobic respiration, there is a lots of energy is produced in aerobic respiration. In human body, sometimes anaerobic respiration take place when our muscles do not get sufficient oxygen. When the muscles do not get sufficient oxygen, they form lactic acid. And due to this accumulation of lactic acid in muscle cells, it causes fatigue and pain. We get relief when we take some hydrated drink or glucose or taking a deep breath in humans. When is anaerobic respiration take place? Respiration take place when insufficient amount of oxygen is passes in the body. Of oxygen passes to the body. Anaerobic respiration take place in humans, and due to this accumulation of lactic acid deposited in the muscle cells, and due to this we feel fatigue and pain. To relieve this, we have to take deep breath and take some hydrated drink. Here is a scientist who discovered all these things, and the name is Hans Adolf Krebs. And due to this, in the honor of Krebs, the cycle is known as Krebs cycle. Hans Adolf Krebs discovered how energy is generated from food. He found that a cycle of chemical reactions. There are many complicated reactions take place during the respiration, and due to this discovery of this chemical reaction by the Krebs, the cycle is known as Krebs cycle. And for his work, he awarded by the Nobel Prize in 1953, jointly with the Lymphman. Human respiratory system. Human respiratory system. In this, there are many organ consist respiratory system of human. It starts with the nose, then pharynx, trachea, bronchi and lungs. This bronchi is also known as windpipe. Have a look at the diagram of this respiratory system. See, it is start with the nasal cavity. It's a nasal cavity, nose, here is a larynx, then pharynx, windpipe. It is known as windpipe. Trachea. This is known as trachea. It has a this is known as bronchi. It is diaphragm. Air enters in the body through the nose. We take breath through the nose and air enters in our body. Our nose has two openings called nostrils. We have two nostrils. There is a two holes, and these holes are known as nostrils. Each nostril leads to a passage called a nasal cavity, and there is a cavity inside this nostril, and this cavity is known as nasal cavity. The nasal cavity is lined with the hair. There is a many hairs in our nasal cavity, and these hair prevent dust particles from entering to the lungs. The nasal cavity also has mucus. The mucus traps germs and bacteria. In the nasal cavity, there is a secretion of mucus, and this mucus helps to trap germs and dust particles and bacteria to go in the lungs. The nasal chamber warms the air entering the lungs. Before entering the lungs, the air becomes warm. There are some special cells of the inner lining of nose, and these cells help in smell. We smell the substance which is around us. Next is pharynx. From the nasal cavity, the clean, moist, and warm air enters to the pharynx. Which type of air enters in the pharynx? Clean, moist, and warm air in the pharynx. This part is known as pharynx. It is a common passage for the air and food. It leads to a tube-like structure called the trachea and also known as windpipe. Pharynx is the common part for the food and for the air passage. Sometimes we get difficulty to swallow the food due to because of this food is um, passes in the air lungs due to this. The next is larynx. It is present at the entrance of the trachea. Here is a trachea and entrance of trachea is here and this is known as larynx. It has a two ligamentous fold. There is two ligamentous fold. It divides into two parts. One goes in the right side, another is in left side. They are called vocal cords, and these are known as vocal cords. When air passes through the vocal cords, they vibrate and produce sound. When air passes through this, it produces sound and sometimes it vibrates. Epiglottis. A muscular flap-like structure is present in the front opening of the trachea, and this epiglottis we can see in the buccal cavity. Open your mouth and see. There is a projection like this at the last of the buccal cavity, and this projection is known as epiglottis. See, open your mouth and see inside the buccal cavity, and this is known as epiglottis. And this is the epiglottis which separate the digestive system and respiratory system in trachea or pharynx. Muscular flap-like structure is present in the front of opening in the trachea, and this is known as epiglottis. When we eat, the epiglottis covers the opening of the trachea. When we eat, this covers the opening of the trachea and food passes through like this. When we breathe through the mouth, it opens and air passes through the larynx. This is the way in which air passes and in which food can go inside the digestive system. It prevents the entry of food or drink into the trachea. Which part of the body prevent the food and drink to passes in the trachea, and this is known as epiglottis. Incomplete closure of epiglottis during the swallowing causes coughing as food enters the trachea instead of the food pipe. Trachea. The trachea emerges from the larynx and passes through the neck. The starting point of this trachea is known as larynx. And after that, it is known as trachea. And it passes through the neck. Like this. Trachea. The position of trachea is in the neck. It reaches the middle of the chest region between the two lungs. This middle of the chest region. And divide into two parts. The two lungs. The wall of the trachea is supported by the incomplete C-shaped ring. This is C-shaped ring. These are known as C-shaped ring. What is the function of this C-shaped ring. The rings are made of cartilage and they prevent trachea from collapsing. They keep in the position. The C-shaped cell keep the position of trachea. Then bronchi. Next part of the respiratory system is bronchi, and the singular pronunciation of bronchi is bronchus. The trachea divides into two tubes. The trachea divides into two tubes. Each tube is called bronchus, and this is known as bronchus. Each bronchus further divides into small branches called bronchioles, and this is divided into many branches. This bronchus divided into many branches, and each branches is known as bronchioles. Small sacs are present at the end of the bronchioles. These are the ending of the bronchioles, and there are the small sacs. Like we are having airbags in the car. Same here. There is a small bags of air, and these bags of air are known as alveolar sac or alveoli. These sacs are microscopic. We cannot see them with our eyes. They are small enough to see. There are millions of alveoli in each lungs. Millions of alveoli in each lungs are richly supplied with blood capillaries, and these alveoli are reaches in the capillaries, blood capillaries, to take air and to leave carbon dioxide in this alveoli. The main function of the alveoli is the exchange of gases. What is the function of this alveoli? The function of alveoli is to exchange gases, means taking off oxygen by the blood capillaries, and these blood capillaries again passes the carbon dioxide, which is collected by the body. The thin walls of the alveoli help in the rapid exchange of gases. See the diagram of alveoli. There is a bronchi and final branch of bronchioles. Again, they are divided into many branches. At the end of these branches, they are having a air sacs, and these sacs are known as alveoli, and they are rich in blood capillaries. Bronchioles, then alveoli. These are alveoli and blood capillaries. There are two types, two different colors we can see in this, blue and red. Red color capillaries having the pure blood, and the blue color capillaries having the impure blood. Impure blood means these blood contains carbon dioxide, and it passes in the alveoli and again passes to the nose with the same path of oxygen in the atmosphere. The alveoli are called the functional unit of the respiratory system. These are the functional unit of respiratory system. The inner lining of the trachea, bronchi and bronchioles has the ciliated epithelium tissue. These are made up of ciliated epithelium tissue. We already studied about this. And these ciliated epithelium tissue having the hair-like structure, and these are known as cilia. These cilia help in movement of air. The cilia are hair-like structure. They move continuously. This continuous movement helps in the removal of unwanted particles present in the inhaled air. Lungs. The lungs are a pair of spongy bag-like elastic organs. These are the lungs. There is a bronchioles and bronchioles, alveoli and everything. Elastic organ, bag-like structure. They are located in the chest cavity. Where they are located? In chest cavity. Elastic. Then bag-like structure. 2 in number. One each side. One in left side and other is in right side. They are protected by the rib cage. There is a cage of bones, and these lungs are protected by the rib cage. Protected by rib cage. The right lung is little larger than the left. Right lung is little larger than left lung. The right lungs has 3 lobes. Right lung has 3 lobes. Right lung has 3 lobes. But in left, it has only 2 lobes. It has only 2 lobes to accumulate the heart in between. In left side, there is a heart also. Due to this, it is smaller than right lungs and having only 2 lobes. The lungs rest on a sheet of muscles called diaphragm. Diaphragm is a sheet of muscles. These lungs are made up of sheet of muscles, and these muscles are known as diaphragm. It separates the chest cavity and the abdominal cavity. The lungs are protected by 2 membranes called pleura. Lungs protected by 2 membranes. And these membranes are known as pleura. Pleura. Outer pleura and inner pleura. Outer pleura and inner pleura. There is a space between 2 membranes. There is a space. See. This is outer and inner. There is a space between 2 membranes, and this space contains pleural fluid. Here is a fluid present. There is a presence of fluid, and this is known as pleural fluid. This is known as pleural fluid. The pleural fluid act as a shock absorber and protect the lungs. It can take the jerk of any hurt or any shock. Due to this, they protect the lungs. This is all about the lungs and different parts of the respiratory system. Phases in the process of respiration, we will take this in the next class. It is clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Do you want to ask anything?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.